This animation only took me 3 hours, and it is my practice number 2. Of course, once again, I'm going to start with the base, but this time I actually did do it all on the same day, not over the time of like 8 months. And it is, in fact, the next day from the last video I posted of this, so I am still on the trip. I have no clue why I'm whispering, but yeah, so I wanted to once again focus on something basic. Last time it was like shrugging or opening your hands for a hug. This time I wanted to practice something like waving, and when I tell you, when I look back at this and say I do not like it, I really mean it. Why does it look like AI? You'll see what I mean, or you have seen what I mean because I put the animation at the beginning of this. But yeah, it took me a while to get the waving motion correct, as you can see here. I figured to do only 1 frame per hand wave, I guess. And yeah, I also originally wanted to do her outfit that I have for a poster of her in my room, and yeah, but it didn't turn out. And then here is where I found out I made the mistake, because the perspective, she's facing frontwards in this, so I don't know why I drew her like that, like she's sideways. But yeah, it would have made more sense for this frame, but it's fine. I might just redo the whole animation later on. But yeah, I finally settled on an outfit for her, which is just like skirt and tank top, I guess. And yeah, this animation, actually I decided on doing shading. You can see it later. But yeah, so now I'm just doing like the arm movement, I guess. It kind of looks weird, but it's the best thing out of this whole animation. But yeah, so this is my OC Cecilia. Yeah, she has this thing with her hair, because she isn't originally human. She just turned out to be in the future, I guess, when she turned 11 years old. But it kind of correlates to her like original. I don't want to say she's an animal, but I don't want to say she's not. But yeah, with this ability for her hair to change colors, and so that's what I did as well. I think that's another thing that makes it seem AI for some reason. But yeah, she's a really cheery kind of person, and she evolved once again from Inside Out. She was originally Inside Out OC named Chaos. She just went from being a chaotic gremlin to being an unhinged person. So yeah, I guess that's kind of like her evolution. So Elode was based off of Ennui. She's based off of, or she is an evolved OC, Inside Out OC. And yeah, sorry, I'm kind of just like rambling here. But yeah, once again, I want to practice on more expressive things as well, so I want to capture that she's kind of like a cheery, ongoing person with her facial expression as she like reaches up to wave, and that's kind of like her hair changing as well, because her straight brown hair, she's more like serious, but her curly orange hair, she's more like energized and cheery and outgoing, and yeah. And so I realized for one of the frames when I was copying, I didn't just copy the facial expression, but I copied the limbs. So that's what I was erasing there. And then I'm just kind of cleaning up the sketchy line art, I guess. And here's me coloring once again. I think the skin and the hair this time was the hardest part for coloring. Once again, because it's more sketchy line art. can't use the water bucket fill tool, and since it's lower opacity as well. It's kind of just a stylistic choice, but it also plays a toll when I'm trying to color. And like I said earlier, I tried doing shading this time, and so that's what you're seeing here with her tights. Yeah, I don't like this frame. The transitioning frames feel like very, very surreal or weird. I think that's another part that plays into it, looking AI in a way. But we have the speed paint here. I promise you it's not. But yeah, so I was just kind of utilizing the for copy and pasting the drag tool on Ibis Paint X. I still have to find another software to use. And yeah, to kind of fill it in to make it easier. But it was still really, really hard. For the hair as well, because it's changing colors, and so I feel like I could have executed it in a better way, but hey, when you're in like the flow state of animating, you're not really thinking about that, you're just kind of going. So yeah, that was my try 2.